Good morning, everyone, and happy start to this December week that begins today. Usually December is a bullish month. We will see, of course, a bullish month, but this Christmas rally usually concentrates in the last days. At least it has been so in the past. We will see if this time the expectations will be confirmed. Let's take a quick look at what to expect this week. Let's say this week, this beginning of the week. Let's start with the Nasdaq. It has pulled back a little. I will post in the chat the expected opening levels from Broken Cock. For the Nasdaq, I expect us to stay in this area in the lower part of the HW for today with, I believe, some initial downward tests before possibly returning to the same ranges. We will see how the day develops because although it is the Christmas season, there are still 3 weeks until Christmas. So we will see some development on this. The area to monitor is this initial range because a breakout from either side would then lead, as usual, to a continuation towards subsequent levels. Let's take a look at the SP. Here it is, the same situation. It has gone down a bit more because it started from 60.60 and dropped to 60.35, so a nice pullback. For SP, at the moment, the situation is this. So the level to monitor in this case is ASD1 because a breakout should definitely lead to a test of the lows. Let's take a look at this one here in the upper left, which is the Dow Jones, which has also pulled back a bit. The same goes for the one in the upper right, which is the Russell. As for Europe, we are essentially stationary with the DAX, the only index we follow. Oil is essentially down, although the expected opening is at 68.90, according to my algorithm for 3:30. Obviously, the other commodities, gold and silver, have pulled back quite a bit. There was a nice gap down for gas. We will see if it can recover and close this gap left downward. As for copper, we are in a similar situation to the other two metals we track, namely silver and gold, also down, although a bit more vigorous in recovery, as we can see in this first part of the European morning. For the indices, I will post the opening levels later in the chat, even though the fact that there was a closing day on Thursday makes me unsure if the algorithm will work as I expect. Anyway, I will provide the level that it indicates. Thank you all for your attention. It was a quick recap. We don't have anything in hand yet. The situation is stagnant, so we will see the developments throughout the day. Thank you again for your attention. I wish you a happy trading day, and we will talk later in the chat.